And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 80 healer role quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Colusia at 12-9 in the town of Tomra. And let's talk to Giot. The quest is called The Soul of Temperance. So Giot isn't drinking. Oh, hello there, Mithrie. Lally-ho. What? I mean lally-ho. Oh, and a lally-ho to you. I am impressed. You knowing to give me a lally-ho just now shows that you've really picked up on the finer points of dwarven culture. That really helped, thanks. I was so busy dwelling on that business with Lamir that I almost forgot the news I had for you about Sofrasin. You remember that Sinia I killed in Blight Warrens? Well, while you were gone, Sofrasin showed up to revive it. Seeing that convinced me. I mean, you remember how I was wondering why Sofrasin don't revive every Sinia we take down, right? Well, we learned from your vision that the dwarves from Lamir, cured of Stoneblight, went into exile of their own volition. As you can see, the village was spared the worst of the flood, but the folks that left, well, probably weren't, which means they became Sinias. Right, it's only the only thing that makes sense. Those poor souls couldn't go back to the village, so they got caught in the flood. They became sin eaters, and Sofrasin is still saving them, even now. And that gave me an idea. As we figured before, Sofrasin ain't alive, but Lamir wanted so badly to heal those dwarves that it's still following suit. It's a reflex its body can't forget. The last time Lamir saw folks she healed, they were helmless, leaving their home for the last time. She probably never forgot the sight of them, and so Sofrasin goes around healing helmless dwarves to this day. You see the solution, right? Helms. So simple, it's brilliant. Isn't it just? Not as brilliant as my beard, maybe, but few things are. Now, whether clapping a helm onto Sofrasin will keep it from healing itself, I can't say. It'll depend on whether the thing sees itself as just another helmless dwarf. It don't seem to have much in the way of self-awareness, so I think it's worth a shot. Fortunately, we won't need to wait to find out. It came around not too long ago before you did, so if we kill the right sort of sin eaters, it should still be close enough to notice. Let's get to it. Alright, let's catch up to him and slay some Sinias. Okay, we made it here, so let's examine. Actually, just put one of them to sleep. Okay, let's see one of them. Talk about my woken up. And I'm spending my spare poetic gear, or poetic tomes, on the 530 gear. Alright. Okay, let's go to the next place. Okay, so we made it to the next destination. Yeah, repos can help, for sure. Takes the pressure off with one of them being asleep the whole time. Alright. Okay, let's now catch up to Eot. Okay, we caught up with Giot. Let's talk to him. So, right, so we got our eaters, we got our helms. And now we wait. Once Sophitin shows up, we'll test out a helm on the bait first. That'll also save us from having to kill it over and over again. So, commence battle for the Soul of Temperance. Oh, this feels familiar. Aha, at last. A bit less toppling over on your part this time, if you please. So wait for it. Okay, is he going to throw the helmet on it? Okay, we have to put it to sleep so he can put the helmet on. I understand. Ow. Okay, not yet then. Okay, now we put it to sleep. Yes. Okay, so you put the helmet on. Like that little pop sound it did when he put it on. Like, bloop. Okay. That's one. Okay, so we have to do the same thing one more time. Then maybe we can take on Sophisin. Yeah, whoops. I should have done that the whole time. Okay, good. Dang it, really? Ah, man. Okay, so far so good. Put the helmet on, didn't he? Yeah, he put the... So once he puts the helmet on, then it's GG, basically. We're done? We're done. Perfect. Now. Hold still. uh. He's just trying to help. Oof, thanks. The help got it even worse than I did then, and it was our last one. I hate to say it, but this ain't going as well as I hoped. We had even one more helm. I could try again, but... Wait, we do have one more helm. Yeah, his. Uh-oh. Just a one. There you go. Nice. Well. It looks like it's time to take this eater down once and for all. Together. Nice. Of course, she now has way more health than before. Pierce me. Okay, so far so good. Guess they really want you to work for it. One of it. We're done? We're done. GG. Take that, you pasty bastard. What's that you got there, Mithrie? Some kind of crystal? No, tradition wouldn't have saved her, that's why I left. So I left and I travelled. I met Ardbert. We found our companions and together we searched. Are you here, Lamit? Listen, I called you a disgrace before and... My journey was not an easy one. To save my sister, to save them all. I faced 1,000 foes. I know, I understand now. And I'm so... But as I did, I learned how wide this world is, how beautiful, how cruel, and how much I wanted to protect it. Perhaps it should have been easy for me then, to give up my home forever for a greater cause. It wasn't. It hurt so much. But you bore it. You forgave them. You survived. Yes, it hurt, but I survived because they were there, because he was there. Ardbert, you stubborn idiot. You sweet boy. You never did understand what you meant to me. Lol. Aww. So, rest well, admit. You were the best of us. Cool. Alright. Let's talk to Giot. So, we did it. I can hardly believe it. This calls for a drink at the Crystarium, don't you think? If that silence is you wondering if you want to go home, well, I can't. I showed my face to you, didn't I? I broke our rules. What, is she a Mandalorian? So I'm thinking I'll give Lamit's way a try. Live proud as an exile, just like all the other folks that she saved. Don't make that face. It's nothing that a little ale won't solve. Alright, so let's go back to the Crystarium. Okay, we made it back to the Crystarium, so let's talk to Giot. So, that's the stuff. Can I help you? You're staring, really staring. Do you know you're doing that? Exactly how much have you had to drink? I'm glad that you're here, Helm or no. So, are you sure? Because well... Oh, you're joking, aren't you? For the moment there, I thought, never mind. Anyway, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Firstly, well, you've been following along with my crazy plans this whole time, but I never really said how much I appreciate your help with Sophrosin and Lamit. Thank you. And I think you deserve to know something else too. You know the elder who exiled Lamit? That was my great-grandfather. He remembered he's remembered as the greatest warrior of our kind. I always wanted to be just like him, to be strong, honorable, protect our traditions. But Lamit, she saved so many from their suffering. Us dwarves might not even be here today if she hadn't cured Stoneblight. And he took away her home forever. It's hard to see that as anything other than cruel. Tradition is important, but it's not the only important thing. Kindness, empathy, love, this world and the living, breathing people in it, they matter more. That's what I learned from all the folks I share drinks with, from Lamit and from you. And I intend to keep learning, here in the city, with my face plain for all to see, and with my head held high. And so, you know where to find me, next time you want to share a drink. I know our job is done, but you'll always have a place at my side, you hear? Cool. That's complete. Nice. Finally finished off this quest line and finished off all of the role quests in Shadowbringers. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.